right, welcome everybody. Welcome to another paranormal world news, Bigfoot news, whatever you want to call it. We talk about the news. Oh, my bad. Rookie mistake. I don't even know where that's coming from. Oh, there it is. That's right. I actually have too many tabs up because I'm actually going to be showing some TikTok today too, people. So my apologies on that background vocals. But guys, welcome for everybody being here. I see Shelly. I see Terry. I see Danny. And actually, Danny, I got a clip from you about a rock being thrown. I see North Alabama Cryptid. Let me see. Anybody else I'm missing? I see Walt. To all of you, thank you very much because we want to make this the best community we can. We want energy, love, support, because what grows your knowledge, what grows the Bigfoot information, the paranormal information, the UFO information is the community, growing the community, telling people, and having a safe place to go to where you can feel free to be yourself and just say whatever you want in a nice manner. Once in a while, I do see a couple of comments. Like, I did see a comment on Monday, like, Mandela effect is stupid. Listen, that's fine. You think it's stupid? That's fine. But you don't need to say the word stupid. Just say, hey, I'm not a full believer in it. There's better ways of getting your message across when you say, that is stupid. That is dumb. What all you're doing is you're making yourself look stupid when you make comments like that. If you just say, I'm not a total believer in it, but I appreciate you bringing some information on what a Mandela, or it could be Bigfoot, it could be UFO. Might not be your thing, but there's better ways of saying it than just saying, that's dumb, that's stupid, I don't believe it. You could be a skeptic. That's fine. Just say, I don't really believe in UFOs too much, but this is all interesting. You sold yourself. You sell yourself a lot more by using stupid words like stupid, dumb, idiot. There's no place for that.
For sure. It's all in the words, man. I was just talking to Supernatural Spectrum, Matt Williamson, of course, and I did an interview with Bigfoot Crossroads recently, and it went great. I had a great time. Matt Knapp, the interviewer, had a great time. Awesome information. It was like a roller coaster ride, and 90% of the comments, they love it. They're like, man, this is the best ever. It was great info. And then a couple are a little like, they didn't feel me. That's fine. But a couple are, I can't stand this guy. And, I'm pretty tough skin. I am. I've been a rap battler. I fought MMA. Like, I'm into, being rough, being tough. But these people have never met me in my whole life, and I've never done anything wrong to them. And they come at me saying they can't stand me. That hurts a little bit. Or if it doesn't hurt me personally, it hurts the dang world that people are acting like that. Again, same way. They could say, this guy talks too fast, or this is not my speed. This is not what I'm looking for. But to say you can't stand me from hearing a podcast, that's silly, and hopefully we can weed those people out of this community, and hopefully it's more loving and the Third Eye Tribe people, and that's what we do it for.
He could have said, Bigfoot Non, I respect him, but I don't like his findings or something, but I respect him as going on, something, your message gets across. So guys, we're going to jump into some world news. We're going to have some fun. I got another town that apparently has some weird noise. I mean, this noise stuff is actually in more cities than we really think. What is it? Is it paranormal? Is it just noise? I mean, what's going on here? That is not my my intro.
You want me to sing it?
My head's not here today.
Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Don't tell Scotty. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty will know. Scotty has to know. Scotty's gonna know. I'm gonna tell Scotty. Gonna tell myself. Scotty has to know. Scotty has to know. Scotty has to. Scotty has to. Scotty has to go. Scotty doesn't.
All right. Where is it? Spooky Morales, real quick. And Chad Smith was here. I went to their channel. I was driving, and they had first floor audio on. And my God, that guy could sing and play music. I love it when people from the community play music and all that. I have a friend named Hobbs. He's in a band. He plays bass. And I actually got a small clip of his band, his music. You know, I'll play you guys part of it, and I just love it when I see people from the community just play music and all that. And music is a connection that brings everybody together. And this is Hobbs. This is his band. Let me just go here. World's a Leaper. It's from the UK.
Zip, zip, zip. The world's a leper. It cannot feel. With numbness and stumble, giving most the ordeal. Because there's still hope and the glistening of light. But for this second chance, we must all stand to rise. To be seen, to be heard, to be felt, to be touched. I'm always asking too much. To be seen, to be heard, to be felt, to be touched. I'm always asking too much.
I love the part. I love that sound. And guys, I'm gonna have the whole link so you guys can go to his channel and listen to it. I mean, there's good music out there. You just gotta find it. You know, it doesn't have to be all big, huge production from studios and stuff. That, you know, I just love that dun 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 dun. You know, I can hear it, I can feel it, and the singer he's got a good voice.
Yeah, I'm blown away in every aspect. The music is incredible. The vocals are incredible. The breakdown, the different tones, that was special, man. I felt like it was like Back to the Future vibes. Michael J. Fox could have been playing that too. You know, it was really something special. And I also see that some of our brothers are talking about Michelle Trachtenberg. Man, yes, hubba hubba. I wish I was her brother in Euro Trip.
Yeah. So, guys, after the show, I'll put the description to Hobbs' channel on here, and he puts a few music. He does some other things on there, but I just love it when people create music, when they go out and play it. It just, and bass players, I've always said this, bass players do not get the credit that they deserve. You know, a lot of times it's the singer and guitar player, then the drummer. The bass and the drums is what's the beat of the song. If you take out a bass player from a rock band or any kind of music, it does not sound the same. You need that bass. And so when I see a bass player, I always do a shout out because I respect bass players because they do not get the credit they deserve. When I saw David Lee Roth live, one of the best things about his live show was Billy Sheehan on that bass. And fucking Billy Sheehan was just a master. He has Steve Vai, a master guitar player, but Billy Sheehan, the way that guy play bass was just, I love bass. One of my favorite bands from the UK was actually a band called Ned's Atomic Dustbin. They're a British punk band that has two bass players, and so they had that like the little extra funk in their punk music in the UK, that two bass. A lot of bands don't do two bass players, but that band did. So beyond that, guys, let's jump into some weird noise.
Keeping this neighborhood awake at night.
It sounds like 50 trucks starting up when it's very loud.
What is it? There are a lot of theories.
Spaceships from outer space to
Detroit,
American
Canada,
military
Yeah, this is right by Chad Smith's
installations.
area.
Tonight, the defenders on the case of the mysterious Windsor hum. A persistent noise, sometimes compared to an idling truck or the distant rumbling of thunder, is plaguing many who live across the Detroit River.
The noise is known as the Windsor hum, mysteriously heard on the Canadian side, but very few, if any, complaints on the Detroit side of the river.
Local 4 defender Karen Drew went to track down the mysterious noise and see what residents and even scientists are doing about it.
It's a mystery that's been plaguing this Canadian community for nearly 7 years.
It sounded like 15 trucks around our house starting up, big transports.
That's Debbie McDonald. She loves the home and the yard she has in Windsor. But she didn't expect the noise.
We had just built the house. A couple weeks in, we started feeling the windows shake and, you know, couldn't figure out what was going on.
McDonald isn't the only one complaining. A Facebook page dedicated to the Windsor hum with more than 2,000 members all posting when they hear that strange noise.
The sound I was hearing was like a low frequency pulsing, like almost like thunder.
Why does it bug you?
The constant steady buzz or hum, it never goes away.
That's Mike Provost. He not only runs the Facebook page on the Windsor hum,
That's it.
but records daily the sounds he hears from his West Windsor backyard.
So you basically made a makeshift laboratory in your backyard.
Yeah.
Provost has 3 different recording devices
The same as the other ones.
placed in different locations
We can triangulate it with the third one,
to record noise.
and you can see the numbers.
He also
Wow.
makes
This
daily
guy's an
logs from
investigator.
his backyard on what he hears, marks down the temperature, the wind speed, other factors going on that day.
It's partly cloudy.
So you say the data from every...
And the reason I was showing you guys this guy writes everything down, what kind of wind that was that day, everything. I mean, if you take that kind of research to any field, you know, think about it. If you saw a Bigfoot, what kind of day was it? Was it sunny? Was it raining? What's the weather? What's the temperature? I mean, hey, it might all come together. There might be a connection between all of this. Imagine Bigfoot or not, Matt, everybody's out there and everybody in different areas, and they all come back and write all this stuff down. Like, you notice that we saw them during a 65-degree weather, 65. I'm not saying it is what it is, but that type of information can be the difference between finding something or not. Maybe Bigfoot comes out during a certain temperature or UFOs come down. So I appreciate this guy's research.
Single day.
Then inputs everything into his computer every day, every week, every month. He's been doing this for years.
And this is all the people and the times they posted.
And keeps track of neighbors' comments.
Said, what the heck's going on out there? It is really, really loud. I've never heard it like that. He said, it sounds like 1,000 jets flying over.
Provost let me listen to one of the recordings.
Because of weather conditions, it seems louder, cloud cover and that.
I could faintly hear a buzz,
Now all the background has been removed from that.
but honestly could not decipher the sound.
The hum is still there, although it certainly doesn't have the...
And what people don't understand is once you hear something, it gets stuck in there. You can't, there's certain things that you hear like, God, I can't get rid of it. It's kind of like you watch a TV, right? There's a little dot, there's a little dirt or something on there. And once you know it's there, it drives you fucking crazy until you go up there and knock it off. Sometimes we go on shows and you hear that little it's like start to drive you crazy. Can you imagine living there and not knowing where this sound's coming from? And it's like more than one city. Yesterday, I forgot yesterday's show, I think it was Oklahoma.
Yep.
Now, this is Canada and Detroit.
Opposite areas, one rural area and then one metropolitan concrete jungle. So, yeah, all we could do is try to put information in, analyze it. And, yeah, I love what that guy's doing. And then going the extra mile and, going from the community and logging it all. Very special. And it reminded me of when Dr. Wu told me whenever I find a footprint to put a compass next to it. That way we could see which way they're moving. But then you add in, temperature, weather, zodiac sign, constellations, the moon phase. Like there is so many, variables at play. But all we could do is analyze it and collect it.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to show you guys, man. That's the way to research. Everybody has their own style, but man, don't. The little things could be the difference between finding something or not. Don't forget the little things. Temperature, you might think that's silly. I don't know. Is it really silly? I mean, if you're really trying to find something, don't you want everything on there? But beyond that, guys, let's jump on over to the Bigfoot. tell you people, whoever subscribes to the channel or join the channel to be part of the family, or if anybody feels like they want to donate to the channel, at the end of the show, you'll be visited by the Jedi Sith Lord today, and he will give you a reading. So if anybody wants to join the family, want to put a donation, you will be visited by the Jedi Sith Lord to do a special reading. He's already told me he's going to be here. He will be here. And he's already showing me like, whoa, he's got the power of the Sith power. So if you guys want to get a reading, just join the family. Or if you guys join Bigfoot and Oz family on his side, let me know. You just join Connor's channel. Hey, that's good enough for me. I'll do a reading for you. Because we are here to support all each other, and we want to earn your support. We don't want to just say, hey, give us your change. We earned it. So if you guys want to sign up for the family or sign up for his channel, tell me, and I'll give you a reading after the Mandela Effect show. So, all right. This is actually from Danny. He did his research, and he thinks a rock was thrown at him. So the full video is 5 minutes, but I'll only play the first 2 minutes of it. So this is from Danny's channel, and then we're going to look at some Bigfoots on the TikTok channel.
I'm on the Daily Damn vlog. A few minutes ago, I was making a video talking, and I thought I saw, I don't know if it showed up on camera, I couldn't tell, but there was like this big dark shape right down here, and now it's gone. I walked down here a little bit to have a look, and I'm not seeing it no more. I'm counting on people like Brenda Hart.
I forgot what county is he in?
I'm not sure the county, but he's down here in South Carolina. I think
South Carolina. That's right.
Somewhere,
that's right.
Yeah, I'm not sure the location, but the South.
He probably doesn't want to give his location so people don't go out there. So you have it to himself.
He's done so much coverage that I feel like we could, triangulate, just like the last video said. But yeah, I just love, he's out there right now, and he's solo. Danny's got balls. He's got cojones.
Well, I wanted to show local people for the Bigfoot stuff today. So
to check that out for me. I don't see nothing down there now, but it sure was weird.
Something will be thrown at him in a second.
Well, I wouldn't be me if I didn't walk my fat ass down here to investigate. So there you go. Yeah, it was between them two trees right there. And it was this black shape, and then it was just gone. I don't know if I actually caught something on camera or not, but that was some freaky weird stuff right there, buddy. Son of a bitch! Did you hear that? A fucking rock just landed beside me.
Could hear it loud and clear.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I gotta say, you can't forget. No, I don't forget. I knew he's from South Carolina. I want to know what county he was in, what the mountains in. South Carolina is a big state. So I was trying to determine what section of South Carolina he was in. But that's pretty good here. Let's go back a little bit. Let's hear it again. Let's see. Let's everybody put your ears close to it.
Yeah, it was between them two trees right there. And it was this black shape, and then it was just gone. I don't know if I actually caught something on camera or not, but that was some freaky weird stuff right there, buddy. Son of a bitch! Did you hear that? A fucking rock just landed beside me. What the fuck?
So Danny's in the chat. So Danny, when was that rock like thrown at your feet, or did that rock actually hit you?
It sounded like it hit a tree right nearby.
Let me see. Here you go. The Daily Dan. Check out. Yeah. So did that rock hit the tree like Connor thinks, or do you know what direction that it came from? Because that's pretty interesting. Because if something was thrown at you, you got to ask yourself, is there anybody else out there? If there's nobody out there, a bear is not going to pick up a rock, throw something at you, or what a deer is going to pick up a rock and throw it at you. So I'm curious about that. Did you see the rock? Only reason I'm asking, the first thing I would think if I heard something, was it something that fell from a tree? So let me see here. Binge off a tree right beside me out of nowhere. And did you actually see the physical rock? or you just heard it and you think it's a rock. You know,
It definitely sounded like it had some weight to it. And it was pretty interesting. When we were up at Flat Rock Booger's house, one of his dogs in the past has gotten welted by one of the rocks. And Kenny actually found it. And it had like natural grooves to it. Like it was like a natural football, basically. So I'm interested to see if that was just a pebble that they, grabbed off, under a tree, or if they were working on that rock for a while. And that was a specific one they wanted to scare Danny away with.
Yeah, and the guys, that's why it's important. If you're gonna take a walk, just film it, because you never know when something like that might happen. Because you got to ask yourself. People are like, "Well, I'm a skeptic. I don't believe in this." Okay, here we go. He wrote, "I saw the rock go rolling away about baseball size." Okay, and then for all your skeptics who said, "Well, that's not Bigfoot." Okay, if it's not Bigfoot, then who picked up a baseball-sized rock and throw it at you? Was it a human? I guess a human could be hiding behind a tree, but I would think if it was a human, because first of all, he saw some black shadows beforehand. So that's clue number one. He saw a black shadow. If it was a human does not look like a black shadow unless he's wearing a Sith Lord outfit. Maybe it was me. I'm wearing black. But then if a human is throwing a rock, look at my hands. You could probably tell that a human is throwing a rock at you because the way I look. But a camouflage Bigfoot that kind of camouflages a little bit with the forest probably had the ability to throw a rock and not be seen. But it was interesting because he saw a black shadow. That's how you got to think, guys. I mean, so you can't say it's a bear. You can't say it's a deer. You can't say it's animals. And could it be a human? I mean, it's got to be a damn good human to be able to kind of hide and duck. And then if it was a human, then you ask yourself, okay, a human threw a rock, big deal. What was that black shadow he saw? Hey, listen, that black shadow could have been a ghost, could have been a demon. Let's not say that either. People get thrown stuff all the time in the paranormal. That might not even been a Bigfoot. That could have been a paranormal. Black shadow had enough energy. Listen, it doesn't have to be dark for paranormal. Paranormal happens all day long. Darkness is just you're more concentrated to look for something. That could have been paranormal. Let's not put that out there, guys. So it's either, my opinion, it's either a Bigfoot or some kind of being like a Bigfoot, or that was paranormal. Black shadow. He saw Black Shadow twice.
I'm definitely going towards the South Carolina booger because, he saw a black shadow. He was looking on the track of the Bigfoot. And then, rock throwing is definitely a hairy man wild thing, characteristic or attribute. And then Pyromedic just said, did Turtle Man get pelted by a rock? Yes, he has. So it's not the first one, not the last one. Donnie Miller's been hit by rocks before. Blue Eye Northern had pebbles being thrown on top of her tent. Flat Rock Booger had his too up in Tennessee. It's definitely not the first time, not the last time, but a baseball-sized rock. That thing could have easily killed Danny with that throw, and it chose not to. It hit that tree right next to him. Pinpoint accuracy. It was just a warning, saying, hey, we see you out here too, homeboy.
All
Leave
right.
some tobacco next time.
We're going to some TikTok because Connor's got some pretty good stuff in these last 3 videos here. I mean, let me pop this one up. No. Oh, look at that thing on to the right. Look at that thing running. Do I have big enough for people to see? Let me see if I can make it a little bigger. No. Is that better?
It's definitely better, yeah.
That's pretty good. Look at that, people. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I love this footage. It's a little Yorkie running out. You can't naturally fake that. If it was a human being, the dog wouldn't run out like that. It would have already been scripted, ran through. The kid is really scared for his life. He's trying to protect his dog. Dog's trying to protect him. You can clearly see the creature. It's a little blurry, but That's some good footage. And
well, it's blurry, but when you look at it, it's all black. Okay, so even if somebody is wearing something black, it's like, is he running that fast, covering himself all in a black robe or something? That'll be kind of hard. So it's very, very interesting because how dark it is and all that. And then, like I said, Connor's got some good ones.
And this one did what, like 167,000 views overnight?
I'm not kidding. That thing, we've seen it multiple times. It's coming over here. It's coming over here. Go inside.
So what's the story about that one, Connor?
Well, this is in Oregon. They've seen it multiple times. It's in the backyard. It pops up and it moves towards them multiple times. Clearly not that clear, but hey, it's not too blurry either. It's just backyard. This happens every evening at some people's backyard. But I think everybody's reaction is authentic. Some of them are scared. Some of them are, excited. Some want to get right inside. The dad says, get inside to the younger kids. I think it's authentic, of course.
And when I tell you guys, sometimes take the footage out, listen to the people, listen. Because you could there's great actors, there's great actresses out there, but not everybody is an actor and actress. The average person is not an actor and actress. And when you got multiple people that I'm listening to multiple people. And unless they're all great actors and actresses from a family, they fool me, because that sounds like they're really seeing something and they're scared. That's what
Agreed,
I like.
yeah. I've acted. I've had good lines delivered. I've had bad lines delivered. I've seen really bad acting too. So yeah, I could pick up on it. All that seems authentic. This one is a little fishy. I'll be the first one to say that.
Okay. Hey, but this is why we look at them.
For sure.
And the reason I first wanted to do TikTok, what caught me, because when I read what you wrote, a Bigfoot with a chicken. I'm like, a Bigfoot with a chicken? I have to see this. Here we go. One thing about TikTok, you really can't pause it that good, like right on something like you can like on YouTube.
Yeah, once you get used to it, you got to do it like 0.3 seconds before, I
wanted to capture because he does have something in his hand, and I can see what you're talking about. Wondering if this is real, because this one looks like more shape of a human, where if you do put a costume on, it's more shaped like the human versus some you see that they're a lot bigger and broader. So I can see your point of thinking, well, this could be iffy, and I can see why, because this one's slimmer like a human.
This one has many different avenues because it is really small. So that thing's probably smaller than me. So again, yes, human size. And then again, it is so clear and so good. And that's that weird conundrum that we're in. Either it's blurry and authentic, or it's clear and fake. Nothing is ever good enough for these.
What about that one
people
behind the tree here?
Exactly. There's two of them in this, and you get a vocalization, and there is a whole nother clip of these two Sasquatch by a creek too. So either it's an elaborate hoax and like a film project, or it's someone has some crazy insider information on these creatures. But when's the last time you've seen a human being catch a live chicken on the ground? And in the other video, they're catching fish out of the creek, live fish. And I know human beings can do that. I know Native Americans been doing that for a long time. But how about someone in a Bigfoot suit in a creek catching a fish? But again, I've thought about it. Maybe they've wore these fish out. Maybe it's in a controlled puddle. I've thought about it all. But my job is to share it so these conversations happen. But yeah, if you ever go through the comments on all those, everybody thinks I'm the one that filmed it every time, and they're always like, like, woo! It makes me tough for the rest of the world. I survive my TikTok in the morning, and none of y'all can bruise me.
I like that, Hobbs. Looks so fake, it has to be real. Hey, listen, we don't know. Some of these videos we think they're the most fakest thing in the world might turn out to be the most real thing in the world, because we all think we have an image of what this thing should look like.
And can you show the next video too? It's from my buddy Nathan the Sasquatch.
Ohio.
he was a young researcher from Ohio, and he actually recently passed away. So me sharing his footage was a tribute to Nathan. Rest in peace, buddy.
Oh my God. Wow, that's nice sound.
And again, it's suspicious footage. You can only see the thing peeking behind the tree. Some people claim Nathan was a hoaxer. Other people said it was authentic. It came from Ashland, Ohio Grassman. Again, all I could do is share it, and our friend's no longer with us. So I just wanted to, share a tribute to him.
I mean, technically any video that's out could be real or fake. And you guys just got to take the leap of faith, and you got to just trust yourself.
The next one's a pretty good one, too, in the backyard.
I did put the link to his TikTok on here.
I don't see it right now.
And Adirondack Mountains is New York, so we're Wizard and Long Island Bigfoot.
What? They're walking on legs that's brown around here? Look like a bear. There's a black bear. He looked like a bear. Well, it was.
And guys, look, he's got 75.2 thousand followers. That's getting the word out. That's getting information out. And guys,
that's if you with me, we rolling. We going against the world. We are good. We just sold out Cowboy Stadium. But that's if you against me, those are FU numbers. That's 157,000 views yesterday. So we're spreading the word, regardless of what these old people panels got to say. And, they don't believe in paranormal Bigfoot. They don't believe in heaven. I don't give a damn, because we're still reaching the world, and with positivity and progress too.
And guys, here's my TikTok. I'll put that in the chat too. I'm growing. I got 3,500. So
heck yeah, man. Imagine where you'll be in 3 months.
Yeah,
you've came so far.
Well, I put all my news articles in here. So just like what you're watching on that news channel, there's another way to get those articles here.
I think tomorrow, if you put Bob's dragon story up there, then your TikTok will just blow up. But there is a limit of 10 minutes, so it's going to be right at that. But yeah, I thought about that. And Matt Williamson, when you're listening, Nana Boss, I know you're in here. Phyllis spoke alien language on Supernatural Spectrum the other day, like an actual alien language. Please put that on TikTok, please.
And guys, like I said, I also put information stuff on Reddit too. I got the Kicksug UFO incident here with the whole story behind it. So we got Connor and I. We're trying to spread out the information everywhere. And here's one that Hobbs put on my Reddit. I appreciate it because any of you can put interesting stories on a Reddit. Like Hobbs put this one out for me. Hi, Eric. This is pretty creepy. The top 5 scary ghost videos. So even you can, at least one thing about Reddit, guys, is yes, Reddit has a lot of bad people. But you can all share on somebody's page on Reddit. You can post some videos or pictures you think it's interesting. So if you guys got a picture or something you want to think is interesting, go to my Reddit page. Put it on there. And like Hobbs did, Eric, look at this video. So there's a lot of different ways to get information out. And then if I see your information on Reddit, I might be able to put it on a news channel, put it on YouTube. So let me put that there in the chat too. That's my Reddit page. And then beyond that, guys, let's go on into the paranormal. All right. Where is? Oh shoot! I'm for a second. I was like, where's my list of the name of the videos that I'm showing? I almost lost it. Man, Spooky, am I really your favorite show? I appreciate that. I love kind words. I love kind words. This one is I actually was looking for some paranormal stuff that deals with something about Rose. Paranormal Highway. So I actually was looking to find something about paranormal that deals with some kind of road. So I found one. It's called The Haunted History of Interstate 4. Interstate. I hope you guys learned something about that Interstate 4, about a little history there. That was kind of cool. You know, the crosses and the house burning down. Is it just luck? I don't know, you know.
I'm baffled because, of course, I know about it being very dangerous and deadly, but I didn't know any of that haunted history, especially with the crosses in the graveyard being right underneath. That's really cool, and I'm going to remember that and talk about it next time I'm on I-4. But, man, yeah, everybody's got to be safe down here in Florida because you get all these crazy people from out of state living large, seeing freedom once in a while, and, yeah, they drive 1,000,000 miles per hour the wrong way.
And that's what it's all about. It's about learning, sharing. There's stuff you taught me that I never knew existed. You know, I actually I heard the word skunk ape, but never really understood skunk ape until I met Connor. That's valuable information that you get from communities like this. So hopefully you guys learn something cool with that. And then the next one is actually a ghost of a woman haunts Browning Road in Delano. See, guys, I tried to find stuff about the road today. And
There is a woman that haunts Browning Road called the Browning Road Lady. And the reason why, she's trying to cross the road to love. When it gets dark on Browning Road, some say there is a spirit that rises from the grave.
So the story of the Browning Road Lady is that she walks the whole road of Browning Road, basically from, that I've always heard, is Pond Road to Elmo Highway.
A spirit with no name who others have seen and felt her presence.
Gets into the car. If you pick her up, she'll only get in the back seat, never into the front. And basically when you get to Elmo Highway, she disappears from the back of your car.
Others say they've gotten too close to her.
So somewhere down there by Browning and between Cecil Avenue and Browning, we were traveling down the route and we saw white fog in the middle of the road. I don't know, white fog. The driver said, drive through the fog. And as soon as we drove over it, the fog entered the van. And when the fog entered the van, it was a cold chill inside the van. And at the same time, we were seeing a facial head of a woman.
Don't get too close because some say she wants love.
We're on this EVP and we got Tell, Charles, Love, and now we got Close. So we must be close or she must be close.
Close to the dead, who wants nothing but her Charles. So if you are on the road of love, don't look back because she may be there right behind you. In Delano, Adam Bowles, 23 ABC. Some say.
Oh, wow. So the road of love, and you might get something else. A ghost on Browning Road in Delano.
I like that. It's just energy overload, so much trapped right there. And luckily people are aware enough to get to sightings, man. And I love that they, it just shows that you can just have your phone and it could be a useful tool, at least some kind of insight to something.
I like she wrote, look up the ghosts that get into cabs in Japan after tsunami. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then here's a good channel, guys. Check out. She's going to be pretty soon. She's going to start doing her live shows and having guests on. I know I'm going to be going on. I don't know when. She's going to say the day. I'll be there. So that's going to be fun and exciting. I love it when not new people, but I mean people start to do channels and branch out and do interviews and stuff with different people. That's how communities get grown.
And she's got more balls than most people in this community too. So I'm with Nana Boss till the end. She's awesome to camp with. She's a great mom to Matt Williamson, who, he's been such an awesome light in this past year in podcasting and Supernatural. It's just crazy to think that, they showed up at the Mayaka thing and then boom, it's, transcended into both of them having channels and knowing and meeting so many people in this community. It's awesome to see it unfold.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait. So
I'm hoping she's going to be speaking a little bit of an encore segment at the June conference. Her and Matt, they both should. I'll petition I'll petition my spot for their spot for that too.
God, I'm so jealous. Guys, I am so jealous. Guys, I told Spooky Him that I was so sad yesterday, because I also, in the mail, I got my passes for the Star Wars celebration in Anaheim in May, because I bought it 3 years ago, and of course got postponed. I got my passes and I can't even go. You know, it's on a third. I just can't afford it going. It's like, damn, all these great celebrations, you know. And when you get the card, it's like a fucking teaser. It's like, yeah, I had hotels 3 years ago, but new year, new things happen, and just, you know.
So you got a full refund and everything too?
You know what? 3 years ago they offered it, but I thought, you know, I'll make it happen 3 years later. But I forgot all about it until, like, oh my God, it's coming up, and it's just, you know, there's too many things. You know, we're trying to make it down to Florida in August, so it's like I can't do two things. I just can't. It's life.
Are you able to sell the ticket or get something? You know,
thing is, it's not. I looked it up. I got it for Thursday. Usually Thursday's the less amount of people, and that's when I wanted to go, because I wanted to check everything out. You know, like look at all the things, and it's not sold out yet. So usually to sell it, things have to be sold out for people who want it. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Once it sells out, or, you know, I might reach out to Spooky Morales and say, hey, you live in San Diego, my friend.
Yeah,
you know?
It's better than just burning it, you know. Give it to somebody who needs it, or sell it at a discount, you know, but do anything rather than just, you know, blowing the money.
I want to wear my black robes, ready. I got my black robe, but you know, the sickness changed everything, and it is what it is, you know. But hey, May 4th is actually tomorrow. Actually, guys, tomorrow's May 4th. So I always watch Star Wars movies that day and all that. So tomorrow night, I probably won't have a show on this channel, but I think I'm going to do a Star Wars show on the Horror Talk. Talk all Star Wars. I know a lot of people don't like movies on this channel. So tomorrow, Horror Talk, if you guys are into Star Wars, you guys want to talk nerdy, jump over tomorrow night, because I could get fucking nerdy with Star Wars shit. So no show tomorrow on this channel, but tomorrow night on Horror Talk, it's Star Wars, baby. I'm gonna go, guys. I'll go all the way back when George Lucas got in that car accident, and where Star Wars came to him in the hospital. True fucking story. So beyond that,
you got to tap into fanboys too, and then all the other spin-off movies. You know, about the Ewok Village, and yeah, man, I'm excited.
We get nerdy with Star Wars. All right, we got some UFOs here. First one is Naples man can't explain what he saw flying over Naples Beach.
Or maybe
all right, this is right by my dad's house if it's not in Italy.
He believes he saw a UFO in our Florida skies. NBC2's Gage Golding is showing you the extraordinary sight that was all caught on camera.
They were kind of glowing and flickering a little bit.
It was Wednesday evening when Matt Krause and his wife looked up, but they didn't see the moon. Instead, they saw a single bright light. Then
new lights appeared near it, and they got really, really bright at that point. And there were about 4 of them, and they kind of moved in different directions.
He snapped these pictures, saying whatever these are didn't make any sound and seemed to be hovering in place.
What I can't explain, though, is why they were so bright, why they were stationary one of them was stationary for 15 minutes.
So I asked RSW if anything abnormal was going on. They deferred us to the FAA. The FAA says we'd have to ask the military. Naples Airport Authority, however, says there wasn't anything out of the ordinary on radar that night, but noted it could be Chinese lanterns, which are illegal in city limits. Matt doesn't think so.
The random movement is kind of what convinced me that they weren't something like Chinese lanterns that were being blown by the wind.
Back on Naples Beach, suspicion was in the air.
I feel there's something out there.
Looks a little suspicious.
But not everyone believes ET is taking a trip to the 239.
People's sightings of UFOs, it's usually some sort of military aircraft or something like that. I'd have to see it to believe it, physically be there to see it.
Could it really be something from outer space? One aviation expert says only 1% of sightings go unexplained, but he couldn't rule out the fact that what Matt saw could be from out of this world.
It could be a number of different things. How arrogant do we think we are that we're all by ourselves in this entire universe?
Atmospheric anomalies, drones, or covert military ops are other possibilities, but Pete thinks
that they probably are from outer space or from another location or a place that we are not aware of.
What we do know, these are still unidentified flying objects, and we're back to asking the same question. What actually flew above Naples?
That's awesome. I can't wait to tell my dad that. Someone dropped the timestamp so I could send my dad this. What is it? 48 minutes. 48 minutes. All right. Dad, 48.
And actually, Connor, after usually when I'm done with the show, I do put in timestamps.
I want him. Yeah, you're right. I thought you were about to say you send the link too. I was like, I want my dad to see us two reacting to it, not just the news broadcast. But that is super really cool, and it brought me back to me and my dad actually saw a weird shadow on the same Naples beach. I'm not sure if it's the same beach, but it was right over the water. And I've talked about it on your show and other shows before too, but I kind of forgot about it till just now. And I was like, man, and I can't wait to ask my dad about that and hopefully get his audio so I can put it on a video or something so you guys can all be a part of that. But yeah, man, Naples, Florida, there's definitely something to it. Check out the Cape Romano Dome Homes too, everybody, if you're down there. Really cool spot.
And people, if you ever share any of these videos, usually after an hour or 2 hours, depending what I got to do after the show, I put timestamps for the segments. So like there's a timestamp for the Bigfoot segment, UFO segment. So if you know people like, well, I'm not into that. Well, actually there's a timestamp for each segment. I break it down. Something I do.
And guys, you guys hear how much Eric does for the community? Just meet him halfway. Give him a glimpse of what he puts into this. You know, he does he sets up the shows, does a great show, and then is like, oh, I'm going to make it even easier for the viewer. Guys, come on, man.
I do.
Meet him halfway.
Now, this is just a history going back to Roswell. This is just a history about Roswell because sometimes I don't like to forget. I hate when people put down Roswell because it's too popular. There's something that went down in Roswell. And once in a while, I like to remind myself that there is something that went down, all because it's the most popular thing. You got to remember, that's like the biggest thing that happened during that generation. Something happened in Roswell. I believe there was a real crash. It was not a weather balloon. So this is kind of going back history lane.
Outer space stuff. Here's a question. Are we alone? It's a question scientists have literally been unable to answer. But for lots of people, they claim they've had close encounters, and there's no question at all. Are you one of those people? Well, we bring this up today because today is World UFO Day. So we're going beyond the headline with a look at the most famous UFO story in Roswell, New Mexico.
Cool.
The summer sky at night is full of wonders. Meteor showers, special constellations, and a spectacular view of our galaxy, the Milky Way. But with all that beauty, many of us at one time or another have asked, are we alone in the universe? Well, this week, 72 years ago, believers say an unidentified flying object crashed deep into Roswell, New Mexico. The U.S. government didn't confirm that it found a UFO, but officials did say they recovered debris. A press release said it was a flying disc, but that was later changed to a weather balloon. Naturally, those who believe aliens exist smelled a little green cover-up. You've got to understand, at the time, people all over the world had a bit of an obsession with the idea of a flying saucer. So this little mystery in New Mexico got a whole lot of attention. After the crash, a rancher found some odd debris near Roswell and turned it into the local sheriff. The sheriff notified the Roswell Army Airfield, and soldiers collected the debris. So back to that curious press release for a moment. It was picked up by the Roswell Daily Record with the headline, Rafe captures flying saucer on ranch in Roswell region. The change of terminology from saucer to weather balloon has fueled decades of conspiracy theories that continue to this day. But there are plenty of UFO believers who believe full disclosure is right around the corner.
All right, there's a museum in Roswell, New Mexico dedicated to UFOs. It's called the International UFO Museum and Research Center. But the question still remains, does life exist outside of planet Earth? And we've got some late-breaking.
Now, guys, the reason I show that, not just because we all heard Roswell 10 million times. And some of you might think Roswell is the most fakest thing in the world, but just think about what it did. Brought people together. There's museums. People go out there and celebrate. Think about the celebration that Roswell has done to people to wake up. And, you know, you might think Roswell is the most fakest thing ever, but look at all the people who research UFOs because of that incident. I would love to go down there during one of those parties and parades and just hang out with people, because these people are lovable. They're open-minded, and life doesn't get better than that.
I love it, man. Roswell is one of my, I don't want to call it a regret, but it's like something I missed out on when I was road tripping out in New Mexico and Nevada. Could only hit so much stuff and had schedule to keep. But one day I hope I'm at Roswell and, you know, sharing it with y'all, and you guys will be like long time bucket list achieved. Coming soon.
I'm going to show you guys how much of a geek kind of Star Wars I am. This was when The Rise of Skywalker came out. My son and I went to a big special fan event. You know, I know the movie might not have been that great, but we went to like a big IMAX where they played like the first two movies, like a triple double feature and stuff. I love shit like this. So May the 4th, you know I'm there. You know I'm there. I love events. I love cons. I love celebrations and stuff when you get people together. You know, because when you surround yourself with people like yourself, my God, the energy is just fucking positive all the way. Now, guys, this might be the most weirdest Mandela effects. Some of you might think it might be kind of gross. It might be kind of sexual in a weird kind of a way. So you're going to have to get ready for this, and some of you might get blown away or might get sick about what you're going to see and hear.
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
Luke, I am your father.
Oh my God, this is going to be so perfect for them. The one time I was abducted by aliens, they're gonna like this story, because this story is about animals. Some animals, sea creatures that have not one man tool, 2 man tool. Did you guys know that some things out there actually have a double sausage? So I hope I know she's ready to hear about the double sausage. Here we go.
So I didn't think I would be back this quickly with something so shocking and ridiculous, but I'm sure all of you guys knew all about this, and it's been like this all along. Did you know snakes, lizards, and sharks have not just 1, but 2 penises? Huh, me either. Anyways, this is a fact that you'll learn about on Shark Week, because, you know, sharks have always had 2 penises, but don't worry, guys, they can only use 1 at a time, so don't get ahead of yourself there. So far, sharks can only use 1 dong at a time, but yeah, snakes, lizards, all this other stuff. There's some other weird animal genitalia stuff going on, but this is all I can handle to share for now. So enjoy your snake weenie, or wait, shark weenie, lizard weenies.
Eric, did you already have this picked before last night's show, or was genitalia just in the air?
It was just in the air.
Just in the air, yeah.
It was in the air, and I saw that, and I'm like, actually, I honestly didn't know that snakes and sharks had 2 of them. I didn't know.
Yeah, that's fascinating, and I'm interested as well, and yeah, and I'm with you. That's the type of genitalia talk that I'm down for. You know, once it starts getting a little hairy down there, yeah, I got nothing.
I came at the right time.
You came.
What is this? I have 3. This is. Honestly, I know it sounds like a joke, but come on, did we really know that sharks have 2 of them, but they can only use 1 at a time? Wouldn't that be weird that they can actually use 2 at once? I mean, the threesome has a whole new meaning.
Right, you're doing an octopus over here, then you got a hammerhead shark right there. Cross pollination, baby.
So let me see. Let me look here. Is Chad Smith? Is he still watching, or did he wimp out and go to bed?
I saw Chad a couple minutes ago, so I think he's in and out of sleep. But we always know Buckeye Brown's here.
All right, because I need him here because, like I said, the Jedi Sith Lord is going to come out and do a reading for people that help support the channel. And Chad Smith is actually one of my subscribers of the channel. So if you guys join the channel or donate to the channel, I will give a reading. And if one of you just joined Bigfoot Anon's channel, that's good enough for me too. So let's get ready for the Sith Lord card reading.
I can feel your anger. It gives you focus, makes you stronger.
With my gifts of the dark side and the light side, I will be able to predict the past, present, and future.
No. It's not true. That's impossible.
That boy is our last hope.
No more training do you require. Already know you that which you need.
All right. It is time for your readings. Let's see. Let me look in the chat. Is Chad Smith still here? I think that fucker left. Oh, he's definitely going to be a Sith now. I'm going to do one for him, even though he's not here. He might have left. So let me see here. Oh, no. That color, that's a Jedi. Oh, no. He's a Sith. He's a Sith today. So I'm going to pull out the crystal and make him a Sith. Doesn't even want to work for him. All right. Now, let's do this. Since he's not here, Connor, what do you think? You think Chad Smith's a guidance, of affirmation, inspiration, or is he an activity? So I'm going to feel the force for him. All right. I pulled an activity card for him. So let me do the magic of this card. All right. One last magic. All right, here we go. It says, pass on what you have learned. We all have different skills. Find something that you're good at and teach a friend how to do it. Ask them to show you something in return. And if you guys know Chad Smith, he is the host of Chad Pitt's podcast. So he's a good host and he has a lot of information. I know he's worked with like Space Out Radio and a lot of other channels and stuff. So he does have a lot to give and a lot to give people and all that. So that's actually, in my opinion, a good card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more reading since Nobody signed up for the channel today, which is I'm going to Sith Lord some of your asses out there, but that's fine. I'm going to do one for the good friend Connor. So I'm going to have Connor choose either guidance, affirmation, inspiration, or activity.
Inspiration, please.
Inspiration. Let me pull that down. Pull that down. What do you feel like today? You feel like you're a Sith Lord? You feel like a Jedi? What do you feel, my friend?
I'm Jedi. Last night I was Sith Lord, but today's Jedi.
All right. Since he's a Jedi, guys, this is the Jedi crystal. This is the green crystal. And you know it's green because this will turn camouflage when I put this crystal in. Look, this is what happens, guys. It's red. Sith. But since he's a Jedi, I put this in. Goes green.
Yes.
Now, how many other card readers go all out and do this for you guys? Come on.
I'm looking forward to completing your training. In time, you will call me Master.
Yeah. Each different crystals you put on this actually has different voices.
That's cool.
Whoa. The greatest teacher failure is look back at the time you failed at something. Ask yourself what you can do differently next time. You can always learn from defeat. My opinion, what this means, if I'm going to use my powers and my inspiration, Connor is a researcher. And he'll probably be first to tell you that there's a lot of things that he probably made mistakes out there researching, probably even writing his books. You know, I should have done this. I should have wrote this. I could have done this. I could have done that better. But what do? You learn from it. You learn from your mistakes. So the next one's better. I bet you, guys, if you took Connor's very first book and you took his last fourth book, I bet you the writing itself and how he's telling a story gets better because knowledge gets better. Everything gets better. You learn from your mistakes and you move on. I bet you Connor will find more paranormal, more UFOs, Bigfoot, more than he ever had when he first started because all the things he have learned, a lot of things he knows he'll admit. And I know Connor, if something didn't work, he'll tell you it didn't work. He failed. But you learn from your mistakes and you move on. I think this is a wonderful card.
It was perfectly appropriate. I needed to hear that. I got a long list of failures that I can learn from, but that's just one step forward, half a step back, and we're still getting somewhere. So, yeah, man, I definitely appreciate it, and I feel like my life is a cycle of that. You know, it's just getting knocked down, get back up, like that Chumbawamba song back in the day.
That's right. So does anybody else want to donate to the channel and subscribe to the Paranormal Highway? If you
Danny Stanton did.
Oh, he did?
Yes, he did.
Oh, he
said,
did.
I'm in.
I apologize. Thank you, Connor. When I'm doing this, I'm not seeing that. Okay, Danny. So, Danny, what do you feel like today? Are you a Jedi or are you a Sith Lord?
We know. Danny wakes up and chooses violence. You know, I think we could just put in the red crystal.
Come on, Danny. Danny is there. I know he donated. So Danny, are you still there? Are you a Sith or you're a Jedi? Or am I gonna go with Connor and just make you I feeling more like a droid? Okay. You're feeling more like a droid. The thing is, the Sith Lords, they don't have droids. They do. Luke Skywalker, they're the ones that have they have the droid, so that's Jedi. So if you're going to say you feel like a droid, I'm going to have to put you as a Jedi, which technically it is here. Okay, so you're going to be a Jedi. Are you inspiration, Are you activity? Are you guidance? Or are you affirmation? So what are you, Jedi? Always. Okay. So what are you? You want inspiration? You want activity, guidance, or affirmation? I even think he would pick activity because he gets out there.
That's what I was thinking too.
But it's his. He could pick the one he wants. So Danny, I hunt Chewbacca. Okay. But what do you want? You want activity, inspiration, guidance, or affirmation? It's up to you, buddy. It's up to you. You pick. I pick. Okay. You know, we haven't done the green card at all yet. And the green card is affirmation. So, since he's a Jedi.
If you will not be turned, you will be destroyed.
He said he's hunting Chewbacca, right?
Yeah.
So that works. That works. All right. Here we go. I'm going to have to read it to you because the card's green. I'm going to have to read this to you because the card's green. I apologize about that. I am optimistic. Ooh, you're optimistic. When everything seems lost, I never lose sight of what's really important. I've always fight to save the things I love. I like that. I like that. When our good friend Danny, he did, I don't want to bring it up, but he lost somebody very close to him last month. And I know that he went on our channel and he said he felt lost, when you lose somebody so close to you. And what I like about this card is, but never lose sight of what's reality, what's really important. What's really important about like your loss that you just received is the love that you had during that loss. That love does not go away. That's always going to be there. And the last part, I've always fight to save the things I love. That's the most important thing in life. Fight for the things that you love. You're going to have loss. Unfortunately, we're all going to have loss, especially when you get older like myself. Unfortunately, we hate that, but loss is going to be part of everybody's life. But always fight for what you love, because at the end of the day, I know it sounds corny. Everybody says it's always corny. But seriously, guys, love is what makes you strong in life. Having love for a community. It can be love in different ways. Love in the community. Love your family. Love friends. What makes you stronger. You're stronger with friends. You're stronger with people. So don't lose people. And when you have a loss, it's going to hurt. There's no cure but time. But just remember the love that you've had, and that will get you through your lost times better.
For sure. I thought all those readings were amazing. And yeah, they were for the individuals, but we can all take something from it because it's blurry and it's static and it's chaos out there in the world. And when we tune off of this and when we can slow down, it's nice, man. But we got to carry this, what we collect together, and, share it with the world, because most people are blind, lost, broken out there. So, be that light, be that joy of hope, that bit of just brightness, some color. This world is so predictable. And I love when I'm, upended. And I said it yesterday. I love when people are so open-minded that it blows me away. And those are the people I want to surround myself with. And I just challenge everybody to challenge themselves.
Yes, and people, who's ever watching this later on, not watching this live, if you sign up, I will find you. And if you do sign up, I will give you a reading, even though you can't make it live. Not everybody can make it live. But if you want to sign up, I will pick the card for you, do all that for you. And if you don't want me to do it on air, if you want me to do it where I put it in the members only section, I could do that for you too. I know some people are shy and they're embarrassed to do this live, but if you sign up and you want me to do it as a member only video, only members can see it, I will do that too for you. So I'm here to work with you guys. Beyond that, Connor, what do you got going on for the rest of today and tomorrow?
I'm chilling. I'm working today. Hopefully do some fun stuff, extracurriculars, but man, I'm just enjoying the journey. working on my writing, plotting out some films. Got Spaced Out Radio on Sunday. I'm off this weekend.
Ooh.
Hopefully gonna link up with a little goddess and look for some Bigfoot. So I'm living good over here.
That's awesome. And then, guys, I don't have the links up yet, but tomorrow night, look for a Star Wars show on the Horror Talk channel. So beyond that, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. May the 4th be with you. Sith, Jedi, I don't care. I love you all. I always say you should want to learn the dark side and light side because you want to learn everything. But beyond that, I'll talk to you guys later.